don't know, because I'm not in control anymore, and it's a very weird feeling.
Is it up? Is it... There we are, I think. Oh. There we are. Oh,
there we are.
Yep.
Oh, this is unsettling as fuck for me. I'm sorry.
Right?
Maddie has the power.
Oh my god, I gotta play 2 characters and do this?
Quick, Lamar, beat Kalashov.
Yo ho! My booty!
I mean...
More like your booty.
Yeah, I don't know about that, man.
Okay. Well... okay, so I guess we're live. So, like I said, weird. I don't know how much you caught, but weird power issues going on here. I have enough power to have enough internet, but apparently not enough internet. So, yay for that. Anyway, now that we're here, we can do the quick recap and try to keep it super short and sweet since we are running super late. Okay, so last session, you all were traveling from Singorn to the Wizard's Tower outside the Emerald Outpost. I would look at the map for reference, but I have no lights except for my little ring light, so I can't. It's actually super dark. But on your way there, you guys bumped into a weary traveler with a broken axle on their wagon, and lo and behold, that weary traveler happened to be Kikir from 3 years in the past, who had never met any of you. Kikir, in a different time in his life, though he has a wife back outside Kamal, who's preggers with the boy, as you knew him.
Boy.
Dumb name.
But you found out that Kikir was tasked with bringing some materials to the Wizard's Tower for Tolinar, which is Maddie's mentor. So you guys ended up traveling together to the Wizard's Tower, and upon your arrival, the guards there, seeing Garen, were very thankful that he arrived and ushered you all into the Wizard's Tower to explain a situation. Well, the situation was that Tolinar was playing around with magic, done fucked up, and ended up somewhere else. No one's entirely sure where. You all were free to explore his magical laboratory and try to decipher as much as you could. And you did find some clues. You found a book or a dictionary of runes. You found similar runes marked in his journal that he was keeping of his experiments. You found a weird pattern of sulfur on the ground. And Garen had gotten everybody to help pitch in and do some research to try to figure all sorts of stuff out. As you guys dove into the books, that is where we're going to go ahead and pick up as you're trying to pick up on the trail of Tolinar, where he might be. So, I guess we'll start with, if you all want to remind me what you were supposed to be looking for in the books, we can do some rolls to find out what you glean.
Do you all remember your assignments?
Did we get assignments?
Yes, you got
Yeah. I was supposed to look into the demon stuff that I licked and put on my skin.
Yes.
I was researching that.
The Ichor.
The Ichor.
I think I was supposed to look into things about fighting or combat.
Yeah, and I was looking for a bunch of, I guess, cultural applications with Ichor.
Okay.
I was supposed to look for the good in the darkness or something like that. I think I got a push-off job, but I won't say that out loud.
That wasn't my original idea.
I will do whatever you need me to do to help.
I am going to look for books on Ichor.
Were you looking for, I think, wasn't Siegfried doing the Ichor, you were doing demons?
Oh, no, she was doing the Ichor because she was going to be selling it eventually and stuff.
Right. Okay, I'll say you each have stacks of tomes in front of you, and the tomes have been separated out to kind of help your search. So I'll say go ahead and roll investigation with advantage.
Okay. Oh, well, I just threw that on the floor and I'm not getting up.
Me last week.
Fuck. 6 plus 11.
11. Okay, with an 11, it definitely takes you a couple of hours of searching.
Fuck.
You're like kind of picking up books that you think might have something to do with it, and you scroll, you kind of flip through, not finding anything, set it down, and you go through the whole pile of books before you realize that about midway through was the closest to anything that you found. Now go ahead and roll one more investigation check. This one's just a flat roll.
I don't add anything?
It's investigation. I'm just saying it's not with advantage anymore.
Okay. 21.
21. Okay. With a 21, you dig through and you start seeing explanations about metaphysical materials, and you see a couple of interesting things, but you do eventually come across a passage about the demonic ichor, and you know that it is an incredibly rare spell component, usually used in dark magics, but with a very skillful mage can be kind of transformative and used for interplanar travel to another realm that doesn't necessarily have to be evil. This is kind of like a binding agent of 3 different planes of existence, and depending on how skilled you are when you traverse it, depends on which one you end up on.
Oh, okay.
So it's an incredibly magical substance, but it is extremely rare because the only way to cultivate it is from demons of the abyss.
Oh.
So that's what you find out.
Wait, did I find out what the 3 planes were?
They have no name. At least no name in the book.
Damn it. And Sylvia's gonna lift up the book. I found something that I think is important. And then look at everybody.
Go on.
Okay, so the ichor is used for the interdimensional plane to travel stuff, but it's only connected to 3 planes. That's it. But the planes aren't mentioned in this book. But I think that those 3 planes are important, because that means that we've narrowed down to where your friend went, to 3 places.
I will say, with that information as a refresher,
Heaven, hell, and purgatory.
there you go.
Boom.
You can assume that based on the materials you've gathered so far and the research you've done so far, that's probably the 3 planes.
Oh, okay. That's what I found.
Okay. With that, I will say, Kier, you were searching for like combat techniques and things of that nature?
Yep.
Like combating the demons?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead and roll an investigation for me with advantage, because you do have the stack of books.
That's a natural 20.
Natural 20.
My total of 22.
You spread the books out in front of you, and you put a finger down on one of them. You're like, this one. And you manage to, it takes you all of 10 minutes to determine which tome in front of you would have the best information. Go ahead and roll one more investigation for me. Flat roll.
Shit. 16.
16. Okay, with a 16, about another 20 minutes pass as you pour through the book. But eventually you do find passages on demons and demonic entities. You know that in some instances, divine energy they're weak against. However, in some instances they have no weaknesses at all, but merely resistances to necrotic damage. A lot of them require some of them required silvered weapons to fight them effectively. Some of them, or almost all of them, require at the very least a magic weapon of some sort to be able to effectively damage them. You also notice that the basically creatures of the abyss and demonic entities that are of a high enough stature in the demonic hierarchy can only be defeated and actually killed for good in their own plane of existence. And that if you kill one on a different plane, they'll merely disappear, go back to their own plane of existence until they can gather up enough strength to break through, break free, and come back. Do you pass that information off to everybody?
Yeah. Well, just in case some shit break off, apparently demons really suck you against divine energy. The resistance is like necrotic. I hope your weapons got some silver in them. Magic weapon, just pat my great sword. All right, and apparently if you don't kill the fuckers in their own house, they'll just come back. So, actually, now I think about it, I wonder where the demons come from, heaven, hell, or purgatory.
As Kakir mentions, the not killing them, or if you don't kill them in their own house, they don't stay dead. A chill runs down the 4 of your spines, or the 5 of your spines, as you recall the Baelor that you killed, and realized that probably wasn't the actual end of him.
Oh, crap.
Y'all all right?
Yeah, it's fine. I'm sure it's fine.
We may have...
It's cool, guys. It's cool. We're cool. Can we just get back to work here? Yeah, okay. Right? Yeah, we're
I don't
cool.
want to fight it again.
No. It's cool. We took care of it. We'll
we're stronger now.
everything's fine. Everything's fine.
We haven't leveled up since then.
Right? Everything's fine. Yeah. I'm sorry. I am speaking as Kalisha here. Right?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That ain't no Garen voice.
Yeah.
That's no Garen voice. So I'm sorry. Oh, we didn't do like things in the beginning. So I'll be playing Kalisha and Garen tonight. So this is my Kalisha voice, I guess. I don't know. And I'll be aggressively hitting on everyone except for Sylvia.
Accurate.
Not wrong.
I think, you know what, honest, I'm just kind of feeling like a little like, I think we should just like, boom, try to travel there.
Probably not wrong. Question is, since I have no idea what heaven, hell, or purgatory is, which one?
Since I have a lore bar, can I try to make a history or religion check on those planes?
I'll say, yeah, go ahead.
Well,
I think my modifiers are the same for each of those.
I would say this will be a religion check.
They're the same. It's okay.
Okay.
Natural 20!
Hey.
Okay. So the names ring a bell to you, and you immediately start digging through these books. And you remember that the names themselves aren't the important thing. It's what the places symbolize, and you know that one of them definitely is a divine place. One of them is definitely a place of torment and evil, and there's a place in between. And as you kind of rack your brain and dig through the books, here's what you know. Heaven is a close approximation to Celestia. That is where people who have lived good lives and done good deeds and lived purely go after they die. You know that hell is for those who have sinned, those who need to be punished for the wrongs that they've done in life. You also know that hell aggressively takes souls, and that it doesn't take a whole lot to end up there. You know that there are 9 layers to hell, but you're not entirely sure what they are because no one who's ever gone to hell has ever come back to tell about it. A lot of this is conjecture and superstition. And again, it's a very much rooted in religion and not necessarily in any sort of scientific fact. And then you know that purgatory is a place that's in the middle. It's not quite good, it's not quite evil, it's just kind of is. And it's theorized that purgatory is very much just like where you are now, but forever. That's what you know about these 3 places.
Well, I heard some stories as I've moved, and these books kind of talk about it too, but apparently heaven is for good people and hell is for bad people, and then purgatory is like here but forever. I don't really understand that part, but that kind of correlates a little bit. A lot of this is just like talk, though. Nobody really knows much about it.
So, if that is case, then perhaps he tried to travel to purgatory?
But it went to hell because the sulfur.
Has he written anything recently in his journals, Garen? About where he might want to go?
I will.
Siegfried actually would know that answer because he did look through
That's
the books.
right. That's what he was doing. Yeah.
Siegfried, you recall reading through the books that the most recent entries were manic and scribbled. But before they got to that point, there was a touch of talk of touching divinity, that Tolinar wanted to experience Celestia, but a Celestia that no one knew. A paradise, an untouched paradise, rather, is where he was trying to go.
Yeah, and I also, and I knew that. Nothing but fairy tales, no science.
Right.
Right. And I relayed that. Latest, quite honestly, what I read was scribblings of madmen. But it seems Stolinar wanted to touch divinity, go to paradise. So if what you say is heaven is as close as it gets, but what we do not know is if he actually got there.
That's true. Do you think maybe if it's only for good people, that's why the spell didn't work and he got shoved off somewhere else?
Damn.
What? Wait.
Damn.
I mean, if you're not supposed to go there yet, then maybe they were like, no, and I don't know.
Roll Dex for burn.
I know. What are you trying to say? He's not a good
None
man.
of us. None of us are perfect. And like hell really wants people, so it's apparently really hard to get into the other place. I don't know. I thought we all went to our gods when we died, but I don't really know either.
I don't think she is saying anything of his character, just pointing out possibilities.
Of course.
I know it's really tense. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine, Tori.
I don't know if this is gonna help anything, but between the fact that the sulfur smells like shit and whatever's in that goddamn bag smells like shit, probably ain't going to a very good place. And I hope Celestia smells like flowers. So it's either in a place that smells like shit or a place that kind of smells like shit.
I'm pretty sure he went to hell.
I can't even respond to that. With a straight face. Oh my god.
Not wrong.
So what you're saying is a lot of shit, right? So, okay, that's great. A lot of shit.
Let's go.
Shit. You want to go to shit? You want to go where all the shit is? Is that what we're doing?
Well, that's kind of like
To do something like that?
what's been dealt to us.
And how, pray tell, do we do that?
Maybe I could do, because I can plane shift, but if I plane shift with the I-core.
We are missing a rune.
Yes. We need
That's our missing puzzle piece.
We need to figure out, we need to replicate what he did before we can even begin to figure out where he went.
Okay.
You will recall, Garen, that you investigated the dictionary of runes,
Yes.
and you were looking for a rune symbolizing life, and you did find that there was a rune for a seed.
Seed. That's right. Okay.
Which you assume could have been the missing rune. You're just not 100% sure, but that was what your theory was.
Right. Okay. So seed. There's stuff about 3 places wanting to go. Why does a brilliant man that's spent centuries studying arcane magic go chasing some heaven? It doesn't make sense.
Well,
Makes sense to me. Smart people always want to know more shit.
It was an undiscovered place.
And he wanted to come here to learn more, so maybe he wanted to go there to learn more.
Sylvia just nods.
So elves live a really long time.
Wait, Brian, was that the only rune we found? Was there other? Because I know there was runes. Was there other runes on the floor? So
there was 5 that we saw that we could decipher, and there was a missing one that we were trying to determine based off of the counterpoints.
And that said seed, or no? Or are we still looking for that one?
So Siegfried was able to determine 4 of the runes: heaven, hell, purgatory, send to receive, were the 4 runes that were in his journal. And then I think I was mistaken. I think it was Siegfried who had determined that it was life was probably the missing piece. And then you guys looked through the dictionary and found the rune for seed, which was the closest approximation you had to life. There was no rune for life per se.
Right.
And life too.
Wait, you guys, wait. You know how? Okay, Siegfried, hear me out. So I know you think that the last rune is life, but what if it's actually soul? Because send to receive souls.
And
heaven, hell, purgatory.
Send soul to hell is a sentence that makes sense.
Siegfried will start looking through the books for a rune to symbolize soul.
Okay. Are you looking through the dictionary, or are you looking through kind of everything that's in front of you?
The same one that I used to figure out the other runes.
Okay. Go ahead and roll investigation.
That's a 10.
That's a 10. Okay. You start going through the dictionary, and one of the things you notice is that there is a page missing from it. However, the other thing that you notice is that the books that are around have to do with the nature of soul. They have to do with the nature of life and death, and things of that nature. Would have been books that would naturally catch your eye based on your deity.
Nature.
So if you would like to, you can go ahead and roll an investigation on those books and see if you find anything in those books.
I cast guidance on Siegfried.
That's what, a D4?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like she's blessing you.
Almost. 19.
Okay. With a 19, the book, The Nature of Soul, really catches your eye, and as you go through it, it talks a lot about a lot of philosophical opinions on what the soul actually is, but kind of nestled about 3/4 of the way through the book, you find one specific rune that appears to correspond with soul. And as you look, you realize this wasn't actually part of this book. This was a torn page, almost as if it was being hidden.
So can I determine if this is the page out of the other book?
Go ahead and roll. This one will be an intelligence check because you're trying to match it up.
Just a straight check?
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to be pretty good. 17.
Yeah. Yeah, with a 17, you're easily able to match the page to the dictionary.
Well, I believe I found missing page, and I think Sylvia may have been correct on the soul rune. So, but the rune is in there.
Yeah, the rune is,
Cool.
and it's the only rune that's on the page.
Wow.
I'm so smart, you guys.
I am very impressed, Sylvia.
Thank you.
No,
Somebody
thank you.
has to be the brains of the operation. Okay,
Well-
now we know the missing rune.
Okay, that's great. We are another step closer.
Let's draw it up.
I mean, yeah.
Because
So,
now we know exactly what he did.
do we?
Yeah,
We
he used the
know-
eye core. He put the magic runes on the ground, and then he used the eye core, and he went
But what was...
throwing the eye core on the ground.
And that throwing the eye core on the ground is how he disappeared?
I mean, how else would you activate the? Oh,
Are
maybe
we
he drew the
missing
runes in
steps
eye
here?
core.
I mean, I think we're missing some steps here. Like, what spell he used, what he...
Oh, you're right.
Please, before we even attempt at recreating what Dolinar did, perhaps we should make sure we are prepared to face whatever is on the other side.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Siegfried.
Well, I guess we could still just keep researching for now, and then before we imitate it, then we'll go get like health potions and stuff. So, like,
I believe that we could divide time. Those, because we would be much better off knowing more and more about what we are trying to do than just throwing ichor on ground and seeing what happens.
I thought it was a pretty good idea.
It is an option.
Kakir begins to kneel to the ground, and he puts like these really shiny sticks and rolling bones in his hands, and starts doing like really creepy ritualistic shit. Brian, I'm going to use augury.
Okay.
You receive an omen from otherworldly entity about results of a specific course of action that you plan to take within the next 30 minutes. The DM chooses from the following possible: well, woe, well and woe, or nothing. Basically good and bad, and nothing. So,
Right.
basically Kakir is wondering if we write soul where the sulfur is, and put the eye core in the center, will we go to the same plane that Garen's master is?
Okay. So you lay out your sticks and your stones, and you begin to read them. And as you do, you see weal and woe.
Well, sorry about that, guys. I know we're doing a lot of science and magic, but
Do you have a cursed magic item?
no.
I've been there.
This is a little trick I learned on my studies out in the field. Basically, I asked some magical things if a certain line of things we want to do will work. And I asked if we put the rune where the sulfur is and drop the eye, what would happen? Good and bad things will happen. Which means something's going to happen. We'll be happy and sad about it. Which is
Okay, that is
which I
good
think
information.
means we'll probably be in the same place he is, which is a good thing. But we
We'll
won't
be-
be happy about it.
And it's a bad place, though. But it's good because it's what we're trying to do.
Okay, so we know if we attempt to do what Sylvia suggested, something will happen, which I believe is plenty cause to prepare.
Oh, goodbye, Brian.
Oh, we lost Brian.
I'm the DM.
Oh,
I have all the power.
He's gonna have to join.
I like that I'm the only one
No.
split down the middle.
I know. I'm like, shoot. Do I have 5 on this? I don't have 5 on this because why would we have 5 people? Okay, awesome. Boy, this is gonna. Oh,
Sylvia just leveled up 3 levels.
Fudge. Okay. All right. Why? Oh, fuck me. I swear. Okay. Hey, folks. We'll be right back. Mics are hot, and turn down the music. Woo.
Turn down for why?
As you all can see, I have lights again. That was precipitated by not having any lights at all.
Yes.
Or any power whatsoever. So I apologize for the power issues that I'm having here in San Diego. SDG&E can eat my ass. I don't feel bad about saying that. But here we are. Fuck. So someone remind me what the fuck I was saying when we lost power, like what you guys...
So, I just did a big ritual to figure out if we put the word soul where the sulfur was, and we dropped the I on top of it, what would happen? You said wheel and woe, which means both good and bad results.
Yes.
Which means that, which Kakir says, based on everything we're hearing, it's probably a good idea if we want to find where he is. And then Siegfried was like, hey, you guys, you want to like gear up before we go take on hell? And that's where we stopped.
That's a good take on his accent too. I like that.
Oh, vodka.
See, I whenever I want to like start a Russian accent, I always say apple.
Yep. I can't do that because I work with Russians. And they'll be upset with me.
Apple.
Ireland. That's the only accent I got.
I can speak Russian, but I can't do the accent.
You can?
Welcome to the show, folks.
Okay, so we got to make up for some lost time. So,
Yep.
All right. So you guys were planning on planning. So what's the plan?
So Siegfried,
Yes.
preparing. What did you have in mind?
Well, I can only speak for myself. I would like to get diamonds.
Right.
For spells.
Of course. Because there's a good chance somebody's going to die.
Additionally, what Kikir said, silvered weapons?
Yeah, I just have a plain old rapier. I don't have anything special. I do have magic, though.
Apparently, based on what I read, magic or silver.
How, Brian,
Yes.
How far of a trip is it to the outpost?
The outpost is only a few hours away.
Because, yeah, the outpost is only a few hours away. I mean, if we need silver weapons, things like that, I mean, that's an option. Because I don't know what they'll have here, but of course we can always talk with Samael and see if we have anything in storage.
I don't have any money.
I don't have much either.
Right.
I have some.
How broke are you people?
Well, Sylvia took all of our money and spent it, so, you know.
No, I didn't spend it. Kalasha wasted it on a spell.
You know what? We're not going to go into this. Can we just, like, move on and carry on? So, let's talk to Samael and see if he's got anything, maybe. I don't know. Siegfried, good idea, man. I like it. I'm trying.
Siegfried continues thumbing through pages.
Trying to play Kalasha. I am no DSC Smurf, okay?
I mean, Siegfried mentioned earlier that maybe we could split the work. Some of us stay here and research the circle, and some of us go to the outpost maybe, or talk to Samael and see if we can get some stuff.
Well, Gal, there's a whole bunch of acolytes here, ain't there?
Yeah. Actually, that's a great idea. Why don't I talk to Samael? And maybe, Siegfried, you'd like to come with me?
Why?
So we can try to get some diamonds. Gosh.
I would like to go too. I don't feel like I have much use here.
I think that's a great idea, Tori. Let's do that. Okay.
I'll test the circle.
So,
With
Kakir and Sylvia, you guys stay here with Garen and help them do the thing, and we'll be back, okay?
Right. Before we go, and Kakir reaches in his bag, pulls out. Here's 200 gold. This might be enough to buy stuff.
Oh, wow. Sylvia goes and reaches out and takes it.
Nope.
Thank you.
You're staying here with Garen. You do that. Take care of your brother there. He loves you. And, oh, thank you, Kakir. You're such a sweetheart.
Right. Another thing Kakir does is he tried to find one of the acolytes, and he takes about 1,500 gold because he says, "You need to hold on to this for us. And when I come back, if there's a goddamn copper missing out of this, I'm shoving this greatsword up your ass. Do you understand me?"
Oh my.
I'm confused. This is all gold. There's no copper.
You
It's like a
sassy
turn
boy.
of phrase.
He's
I'm
not
not.
sassing you. He's not sassing you.
Wait. Here, I could just hold on to that for you.
Oh, that's not
No.
going to happen.
No. This money's going to my girl Sandra. In case we die, she'll have the money.
Can the acolytes watch the raccoons when we go?
Oh,
I don't want
Probably
to
a better idea.
I'm sorry. You wish us to babysit your vermin?
They're not
Yeah,
they're
that's-
babies.
that's
excuse
baby.
me.
Basically, what they want you to do is babysit their vermin.
What the fuck?
We can, I suppose, keep them safe and fed. It would be 1 gold a day for the 2 of them.
You're charging us?
Wizard's towers aren't free.
I don't know how long.
What are you paying us for literally going to hell to get the guy who runs this wizard tower?
Kakir just gives him 10 gold pieces.
No. Sylvia slaps the 10 gold out. For real.
So we should pay
We are
them.
doing you a big favor.
Sylvia!
Putting our lives on the line.
No,
Garen,
no,
shut the fuck up.
no.
Oh no. I think we all need to calm down.
So you don't want us to watch your vermin?
No, we do. We do.
No, I don't anymore.
Well, if you'll watch Lil for me, I would really appreciate that.
Phil, we're going for a ride.
Oh no. Sylvia, I
Okay.
really don't think that's a good idea.
It'll be fine. I'll protect him with my life. I'm not
Tori,
paying these crooks. They're crooks.
would you mind staying here and helping us research and have Sylvia go with Kalasha?
Oh, I really don't think I would be of any help. And
You
she's the one
can.
who can plane
You-
shift.
You can be of help.
Okay.
Well, this got really awkward.
It did.
Yeah, that's your fault.
Yeah, we were gonna just buy them food and things of that nature, considering we don't really stock raccoon food in the tower. So
Right.
Yeah, well, this is really awkward now because you did not specify that when you were asking for money.
to be
He
fair, you
did,
immediately
though.
jumped down my throat
And
while I was trying to explain what the gold was going to be for. But
Okay, are we going to go rescue this guy or what?
Can we just... Oh, okay, we're good. Sylvia, you do know plane shifting, so why don't you stay here? Tori, go help them. We're fine. Let's just get this done, okay? We don't have a lot of time. Thank you. And, do I know the name of the acolyte? Apparently, that's what we're talking to.
this particular one, no, this one's a very young man. Especially in terms of elf years.
Okay.
You could tell he's probably only been here for maybe 6 months maximum.
Okay, fair enough.
So yeah, he doesn't really know who the fuck any of you are. He knows that you're guests, but he doesn't know really anything past that.
Yeah. Okay.
Did you want me to fetch Samael for you?
Could you take them to Samael to speak with them?
Yes, absolutely. Who's coming with me?
Oh, I am, and this teddy bear over here, and this cute little button nose. Oh, adorable. Gotta love it. Yeah, we're going. Can you, we'll follow you.
Yes, that's wonderful. Yes, follow me. And he does begin leading the three, correct? Three of you are going?
Three, yeah.
Three, yeah. Okay, so begins leading the three of you down from your study, Garen, to where Samael is. Okay. What are you guys researching while you're upstairs?
Okay, so we know, we think we know the runes. We think that we, we just need to, it's the spell, right? We're trying to figure out what the spell is. Is that?
I will say from the last time we played, I brought up maybe checking Garen's old notes, but I don't know if we've done that yet.
Yeah, okay. That's right. Looking for my old notes. That's what we were going to do. God, I took terrible notes last game, guys. I'm sorry.
I know that Samuel said that he kept all of your notes and they were in a trunk, and they brought the trunk to us. I just don't know if we've been through them yet.
We hadn't really gotten a chance. I think that's what I was doing while everyone was doing everything else, along with the getting the sending spell so that I can at least attempt that aspect. And okay.
Yeah, I would have said while they were doing their research was when you were copying down the sending spell and that other spell.
Okay. So we'll come through my old notes, and okay. I will. You know, I'm really not a. At this point, I don't care what anybody reads, and most of my notes are basically just science shit. I don't talk. Especially then, I didn't really talk about anything personal.
Okay.
At all. So I'm just gonna hand stacks over to them and just go, okay, we need to just see if there's anything that pops out at you that might glean something helpful here.
Okay, and that's you, Sylvia, and Siegfried, correct?
No, Kikir.
Kikir. Yeah. Okay. So you guys go ahead and roll for me investigation.
Okay. Oh shit. That's hot. Investigation. That's a 29.
29.
I rolled a natural 19.
All right. And Kikir and Siegfried?
Kikir and Sylvia.
Oh, sorry, Kikir and Sylvia.
I rolled a dirty 20.
Dirty 20?
18.
18. Okay. So between the three of you, that cuts the time drastically from what you would need to research something like this. Garen, you find something that you, up until this point, didn't remember at all. But when you were doing theory on plane shifting and teleportation circles and things of that nature, there was a theory posited by Tolinar that if you merely used the materials that you would use to cast a spell, but you just tweaked it in some fashion, that perhaps the spell would still go off, but kind of take you to a place that's been undiscovered. So specifically for like plane shifting, teleportation and teleportation circles weren't spells you wanted to mess with too much, as the odds of like ending up in a boulder are pretty high when you screw with those. But specifically plane shifting to explore new realms that no one's ever been to. I mean, everybody knew about the elemental planes. Everybody knew about Celestia, the Abyss, the Abyssal Plane. but what else was out there? He posited, and the working theory was that there were many, 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 many more planes out there. And you're able to glean with that, and with the research that Sylvia did on the demonic ichor. You're able to piece together that, so you would typically need a forked metal rod to cast plane shift. But what if you took that metal rod and dipped it in the demonic ichor itself, and used that almost as like a channeling funnel? You don't have any notes on demonic ichor per se, but your notes do say things such as using a platinum rod instead of golden rod, or using a silver rod, or the various different kind of base metals, to see what kind of effect it would have. But the experiments at the time were deemed too dangerous to actually go through with, especially at the level of magic that you were practicing. It seems like you guys never actually really did experiment with this at all, and this is probably something he undertook after you left.
Fuck. Okay. Well. Okay. Yeah. We know how to do it. What happens when we do it, though?
Go somewhere.
Yeah. We definitely go somewhere. Let me attempt sending.
Okay.
And okay. Tolinar, this is Garen. We're at the tower. Where do you think that you are? We've figured out the spell. We're attempting. That's what I'll say.
Okay. All right. There's silence. And then you hear a weak voice. And you hear almost like the chattering of teeth. So cold down here. He has me. And the message cuts.
He. Okay.
I will say real quick, based on Tori's earlier Nat 20, about heaven, hell, and purgatory, you would know, because I'm assuming at some point Matt's going to tell you this, so I'm just going to give this to you ahead of time. You would know that the one thing that's always been speculated about the 9 layers of hell is that it's not, every layer is different, and that the lowest level is supposedly made of pure ice and is completely frozen over.
Okay. So he's in the lowest layer.
Oh joy.
But at least we know where he is. And maybe we don't need to. No, we still need to. Your plane shift spell. You need to. What do you need to know to shift to a certain plane? I'm sorry, I don't know it yet. I haven't learned that.
If I know the sigil sequence of a teleportation circle on another plane of existence, this spell can take me to that circle. If the teleportation circle is too small to hold all the creatures...
There's something else. There's something before that.
It's just you specify target, destination in general terms.
Okay. I guess we'll wait until Tori gets back. Maybe she knows who runs the bottom layer of hell.
The devil. I wouldn't know that, though.
Which devil, though? There's lots of them. Do we have any of that knowledge here in the books, Brian?
No.
Okay.
It's too speculative. The only one who might know might be Tori.
That's what I was thinking. Okay. Okay. So.
How long do you think it's going to take to get the potions and the swords?
I don't know. Why?
Because I think we're pretty much ready to go. I think we should just set up the circle and wait for them to get back.
Well, the thing is that, yeah, let's go ahead and set that up so that it's like if we need to use it.
We're gonna need to use it.
Well, if we know the name of the
I'm just gonna say 9th layer of hell, and then we're gonna go.
No. See, that's the thing. That'll just take us anywhere. But
no, it could take us there or like a couple levels up or somewhere close-ish.
But if Tolnar said he has me, or he has me. So if there is a he that runs the bottom layer, maybe if we know the name, we can say specifically. And then we don't need all this mess that could take us to somewhere completely different.
Sorry to be this guy, Galrin, but if you think we're getting out of this unscathed...
No, I know we're not getting out of this unscathed, but I'm always trying to make sure that we're thinking everything through and trying to do the best course of action and not just going, surprise, because we don't need to embrace the chaos every time.
Sometimes it's all you got is chaos, my man.
Oh, I know it. I live it. I know it. So we'll set that up.
So while you're all setting that up, let's move over to Kalasha, Siegfried, and Tori. The acolyte brings you down to the bottom of the stairs, and you see Samael studying a book by a hearth. And he sees you approach and says, "Oh, yes. Friends.
Hi. How you doing?"
I was just pouring through some old poetry. It's very nice.
That's beautiful. So you like poetry, huh?
Well, it's not just about the magic. There's magic all around us. There's magic in prose. There's magic in the air. So I like to appreciate these things.
Yeah, Tori and I get that. We like music and prose. Yeah. That's lovely. Siegfried, you had something to talk to him about?
Yes, we believe we are getting close to where we think Toddler may have gone, and we believe we should prepare before going on such an adventure. Specifically, weapons and material for spells.
I see. And what spell materials might you be after?
Diamonds, baby. We need diamonds.
Particularly for resurrection spells.
And which particular type of resurrection?
Well, it is more...
I can only do the instant one. I can't do anything higher than that.
I can do raise dead, but and both of us can do revivify.
Revivify, yes. Very good for the instantaneous. Raise dead, even better, in case you're not so quick on the draw. Yes, if you're going to rescue Tolinar, then at least we could use part with as much material as we have on hand. Our stocks have been getting a little bit low due to Tolinar's single-minded fascination with the demonic ichor. However, we do have... let me look through my ledger, and he puts his book down, and he opens a chest that's sitting by the hearth, and pulls out a just large book, and begins scanning through it. Yes, I have 1,900 gold worth of diamonds.
Oh.
I believe that is enough for 2 raise dead and 3 revivify.
Mm-hmm.
Or 3 raise dead and 1 revivify, I guess, depending on how you look at it.
Yes.
Or a whole lot of revivify.
Gosh.
Hope is that we wouldn't have to use it at all. But
That would be the hope. But
Yes.
who knows where you're going? Who knows what you'll see? The least we could do is try to keep you alive best we can.
Well, we would love to take as much as you are willing to part with and hope to bring all of it back.
We have
Yes.
1,900 golds worth. You may have it all.
Thank you. I guess Siegfried will take it.
give it to Sylvia.
Yeah, no, that's not. No, we're not going to do that. That would be silly.
Well, this is all I required, but our barbarian friend upstairs,
That's a magic sword.
yes, he
Well-
did mention silver, the magical weapons.
So, oh my
I
God.
think I'm the only one without a magic weapon. Except maybe Sylvia. I don't know.
Jeez.
And still popping the heads of Baelor.
So, Sammy,
Oh no.
No. That makes me very uncomfortable. No
Oh.
offense.
oh.
I
Okay.
was given a name at birth. I would prefer to go by that.
Samael it is. I like it. Strong. Do you guys happen to have, I don't know, like some magic weapons around that maybe we could borrow?
I think
Well,
only a few of us would need anything.
Yeah, just a
Everyone else is
couple.
pretty set up.
you mentioned silvered weapons.
Oh yeah, silvered weapons would be fantastic too.
We do have a small assortment of silvered weapons.
Oh my gosh, you're so wonderful.
If you care to follow me, I'll lead you to our small, humble armory.
You're the best.
That's what I've been told.
Mm,
And
I
he
bet.
leads you to the armory. It takes a while because, again, he's old.
Oh, yeah. It's okay.
But he does lead you there, and you see a lot of basic weaponry. But you do see one weapons rack that does have an assortment of weapons that have a very shiny silver gleam to them. You lay your eyes on there is one +1 silver dagger.
Okay.
There is 1 +1 silvered longsword.
Okay.
There is 1 +1 silvered warhammer.
Okay.
There is 1 +1 silvered axe, a battle axe.
A battle axe. Okay.
Oh shit, I forgot I was proficient in longswords.
And those are the weapons that you see there.
That's so convenient. Oh, thank you.
Well, we deal in the dark arts and times, and sometimes something gets through, and sometimes that thing needs to be slain.
Right.
Werewolves.
Okay, and I'm trying to hold on. I'm sorry.
Werewolves are a common problem here.
Not common, but they come around.
A magic weapon?
I'm trying to see what she is. Oh, she's only proficient in simple weapons, so we'll bring her the dagger. And if you could take the long sword, that would be great. And
Kikir, did you say you had a magic weapon? Just to make sure.
Is that a magic weapon, Brian?
Yes, it is a magic weapon.
Yes, I have a magic weapon.
Okay, he's got the magic. Yeah, he said he had a magic weapon. I know Garen's got that whip.
Dun, 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 dun.
I think the only one I would be able to use is the longsword outside of the dagger, and we should definitely give that to Sylvia so she has something.
Yeah, she should have something, you know. Okay. She's really...
She also has spells.
She has those Eldritch Blasts that are really powerful, but you know, just in case, I guess. I don't know. Because I have 2 daggers, right? Yeah, I think I'm good. So, yeah, okay.
Kalasha has Whisper and Flame Tongue, which are both magical daggers.
Yeah, and he'd only be able to use the dagger or the longsword, and yeah, you should use the longsword. So
he's not going to give up Whisper for a silver longsword.
No. Okay, perfect. Oh, thank you, Samael. You are a scholar and a gentleman.
That is accurate on both counts.
That is accurate on both counts. You know, you really remind me a lot of Garen, and I love it.
Garen is very special to us here.
He's very special to me, too.
Now then, treat him well and protect him.
I will.
I do have a few other requests. I know Sylvia would yell at us if we didn't ask, but if you have any potions to spare for us to take with us?
We do. We just actually made a fresh batch. We do have 3 greater potions of healing. Yeah, they took a while to brew, so we only have the 3, but we do have the 3.
Oh. You are lovely. We do have a number of healers in their group. Gosh, 4 of us now that Sylvia's back with the Moonweaver. So that's good, but you know, every little bit helps, and
Give
and
it
then
to the 2 who can't.
maybe these will help us not have to use those diamonds.
Fair trade.
That'd be nice. That'd be nice. Cool. Awesome. What was that?
Waka 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 waka.
Oh, that was just Patrick, man. He's having another one of his fits.
Oh boy.
He has a lot of bad dreams about ghosts and being chased by them.
Well,
It's awful.
That would be terrifying.
yeah, that would be terrifying.
Oh, we should probably get going before he starts running through the castle in circles eating berries.
You just have berries lying around?
No, I don't know where they come from.
Oh. They just appear out of nowhere.
It's very strange.
Okay, I can see why Tolinar was so busy trying to get out of here.
Oh, that's not fair.
I'm
That's not a
joking.
fair thing to say.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Not a funny joke. We don't know
It's-
where he is.
We're trying to add a little levity. Come on.
No, not like that.
Okay. Well.
I believe we have everything we could,
I just have one final question.
or not.
Yes.
We talked to one of your acolytes earlier about watching our raccoons while we're gone. Is there any way you guys would be able to do that for us until we come back?
Oh, yes. Yeah, for you, yes, of course.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We just got them, and I don't really want to take them to hell. Sounds
What do
awful.
they eat?
Berries and bugs and plants.
Oh no, I better race Patrick to the berries.
They really like the worms and the plants, though. So I don't
the
think we have to
worms.
worry too much.
Okay, I can send the acolytes out for worms. That shouldn't be an issue.
If there's like a garden or something, you could let them run around for a little while.
Yes. I listen. I'm going to be frank with you. I don't know a whole lot about watching raccoons, but we'll do our best to.
They're babies. They sleep a lot.
We really
That's
don't either. We're getting there.
Oh well. Yeah, I mean, if that's the case, we would be happy to take your raccoons on as your charges. Or as charges.
Thank you. I really appreciate it, and I know Sylvia will too.
That's good. Well, give Sylvia my best. I think it's best that I'm not in the same area as the ritual, whatever you are going to do.
Yeah.
No worries.
yeah.
No worries.
For obvious reasons.
Of course. Of course.
I don't
Thank
think
you for
Garen
all
could
your
take
help.
it if something happened to you too.
Garen is stronger than he looks.
He
And he
really
looks
is.
pretty fucking strong. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
I
He
mean-
is.
He is. So strong.
Very strong-willed, that boy.
Oh, that too.
I don't understand.
You don't want to know.
You don't want to.
It's okay. We'll talk about it when we get back.
I look forward to your return, truly.
Oh. You're so sweet.
Let's go see how the others are doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
With that, he sends one acolyte up to retrieve the raccoons from you before you guys go. But you guys do all regroup back in Garen's study. Make your next move.
I don't know who grabbed the gear.
I assume we all just took it.
Yeah. So we'll give.
And we'll disperse when we go up.
Yeah, so who wants the potions?
I feel like the two who can't heal should have them.
Yeah. So give 2 to Kikir and 1 to Garen. And Sylvia, here's a dagger. It's
oh, cool. Thank you.
it's silvered.
I don't know how to use daggers.
Yeah, you do.
Yes, you do.
They're
Your
simple
boomerang
weapons.
has daggers. You know how to use them.
They're simple weapons. You can use
Darling, you take the pointed part, shove it into the person in front of you that you want to fall.
it. You got this. It's just in case. It's just in case. But it is a magic
Business end.
+1 damage. It's +1 silvered dagger. And yeah.
What did I just get? Greater healing?
2 potions of greater healing.
2 potions of greater healing. Yes.
And also, Siegfried, if you wanted to keep most of the diamonds, I only need like maybe a few. Just in case something happens.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, well,
I can only cast Revivify though, so you can keep most of them.
Just maybe a couple. Like of the. Yeah.
yeah, I'd say freaking, what, like 600 worth?
Sure.
Okay, cool. So that way you can cast it at least twice.
No, that's fair. I mean, honestly, we could end up there all together. We could end up split up. We could, I don't know, we could end up in the side of a mountain for all I know. I'm really not a big fan of this kind of magic.
Are we dropping off Phil and Lil here?
Yes, Samael said they
yeah.
would watch them.
Good.
the-
For free?
Yes.
They're gonna take
That's what I
care of it,
thought.
Sylvia. It's okay.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
I believe they sent up an acolyte already.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I've been ready to go since yesterday.
You've been ready to go since you were born.
Mm-hmm.
So we will get going here.
Well, I suppose we travel to hell then.
On the
What-
road again.
I wonder if there's a highway to it.
I knew I was onto something, but I was just quite not there.
Yep.
Do we know in particular where we are going to hell?
Oh, yes, right.
Uh,
Going to the
Tori.
bottom layer of hell. Oh, Tori. Do you know do you possibly know who rules that bottom layer?
Oh, I squint real hard and think about it.
And you roll a religion check.
Oh, this is like the lowest skill I have. 16.
16? You don't know its name, but you do know that it was a creature that fell from grace in heaven and ended up in hell and basically runs the show and is in control of all of the torments and the tortures in hell. But there is no name.
Do I know where he lives?
you know that he does live in the deepest layer of hell. That is where he makes his throne. You also know that one of the reasons why you don't know its name is because it has many names.
Ugh.
His name could be Ted.
Anything that has multiple names is like really usually just side note.
How many do I know anything about fallen angels?
Go ahead and roll religion.
Yay.
I cast guidance because I see Siegfried squinting like he's thinking of something. So I cast guidance.
God, I'm glad that she knows that you're thinking of something and not casting guidance on you to poop.
That's gonna be pretty high because it was 18 on the die plus religion, which is 5, so 23, 24.
Okay, 24. Okay, so with the 24, fallen angels aren't a new concept. From the things that you would know, it's much like an Asmar and a fallen Asmar.
Mm-hmm.
They're almost like mirrors of each other. However, it always seems to be that the fallen creature, for whatever reason, ends up slightly more powerful at the very least. And it could be because of the trials and tribulation of falling from grace or what have you. But that always seems to be the more formidable opponent. When you think of an Asmar and kind of take it to its natural conclusion to like a Deva or something like that, that's about the closest approximation to what an angel is that your mind can comprehend.
Mm-hmm.
And imagining a fallen Deva gives you chills. And you know that if this fallen Deva is powerful enough to run 9 circles of torment, that whatever's down there is potentially the most terrifying thing you've seen so far.
Well, if your story is true, then we have quite the obstacle ahead.
Do you?
The only thing that I'm worried about is I can only plane shift once.
Per day, right?
Yeah,
I think it's gonna take us more than a day.
but we don't know what time is like down there, and
But it's the time that we experience that, like, that.
I'm just
affects
saying
your-
it's a huge risk, especially if we end up at the bottom where the guy is,
Well,
and we want to
if we
leave right
find
away.
someone,
and
he can
fight.
get us out.
That's where we want to go.
Oh, maybe he can. That's a good plan,
yeah,
but
we
it's
should
it's
probably
sneaky.
We should probably write down those runes, especially the ones that says return to, and the eye that was part of the plan in the original plan.
Oh, the
Bring
Icarus.
those with us.
Mhm.
Tell Tal'Dorei, let's get the hell out of here, and he'll bring us back. But hell, if we get to Tal'Dorei not dead in the first place, might as well run the bitch. So I'm not really worried about getting home at that point.
Sylvia's gonna go ahead and grab extra materials to make the same sigil circle thing, but to return, and
Okay.
pack those in her bag.
Okay.
Okay, guys. I think we are now ready.
Okay.
Siegfried, do you know spells against, like, evil? Apparently where we're going is super evil.
That is
Because
true.
I can't change my spells like you can, so I don't have anything.
Yes. If you're asking if I know protection from good and evil, I do.
Anything like that.
Do I have it prepared? No.
Don't worry about it, little darling. I got my sword.
Did we sleep here?
No, you guys have not.
We have not slept.
We've been here
No.
all day, basically.
You know, I thought we did rest.
Before we
You guys
got
took-
here.
Before we
you
got
there.
here.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is all the same day
Okay.
still.
We need to sleep before we do this.
Oh, I have all my spells.
We need to sleep.
I used one spell slot to calm emotion.
I don't remember that.
I do.
The thing is that if we leave now, this is like, what, the end of the day? If we leave now, we're going to get exhausted.
We spent all day reading books and getting here to begin with.
Yeah.
Okay, so first thing in the morning.
Yes, dear.
we go.
And that way Siegfried can talk to the Raven Queen and maybe get some stuff to help.
Right.
Okay, well, I don't sleep, so I guess I'll just read about, I'll just research the guy that runs all the torture levels.
Okay, go ahead, roll a investigation.
I cast guidance on myself.
Yeah, you do.
I don't want to use it. Where'd my other die go? No, I guess I'll use this one. Oh, that was a good roll. Okay, so 26.
26.
I rolled a 19 plus 5 plus 2.
Dang.
There's not much there. It's just not a thing people know about. It's again, this is all theory. You do see some references as far as names go that you might be able to refer to this creature. The Lord of Filth, the Lord of Flies, Beelzebub. But that's about it. It's just some names.
Ooh, gross. And that's what
Prince of Lies is the other one. Prince of Lies.
Prince of Lies.
So while you're researching that, the rest of you are catching your long rest?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as you guys sleep, we're going to take a quick, just like 5-10 minute break, just to prep for this next section of game. So please bear with us, and we will return shortly.
Oh, I'm doing that.
Yeah, you're doing it.
Oh, that's right. Oh boy. Yeah, sorry folks, I'm an idiot.
Dang it, I was holding that smile for so long. I was like,
We're
We're
gonna
here?
turn that music down. We're on. We're live.
Okay.
Mics
Woo!
are hot.
All right. Welcome back to Tal'Dorei World in Chaos. I know you get to say it to yourself.
Yay.
Excuse me. So as we left the party, they were bedding down for a long rest before attempting to traverse to Hell to rescue Tolinar. So we will pick up as dawn breaks, and Sylvia's been poring over books all night, and you guys wake to see Sylvia nose deep in lore.
Divine intervention. That's a 68.
Nope.
Almost nice.
Darn. Yeah, right.
You know you're supposed to ask the question before you make the roll.
Oh, am I? Oh.
Yeah.
Question is, why?
Especially since twice it's worked.
Why?
Oh, the party's over. That's what's happening. I'm just
I
repeating.
know I can't get it to work again.
I'm just
I've been
repeating the
fussing with it.
same thing over and over again. I don't know.
That's fine. That's as close as I can get because I've been futzing with it and it's just not working.
Okay. Cool. So before we go, I'd like to gather everyone around, and as a ritual, so that I don't use the spell slot, I want to cast telepathic bond.
ooh.
Oh, it's only an hour? Well, it's better than nothing, because at least if we end up in different places or something like that, or whatever happens when we arrive, we'll at least be able to speak with each other through our minds for the next hour.
Okay, that sounds good.
Helpful.
I'm kind of afraid to be in Kalashaw's mind.
Oh, can we exclude Kalasha?
I mean, don't worry about it. It's okay. You know, it's puppy dogs and rainbows. It's all good. And butts.
All right. So, are you guys gathering for the ritual?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
So you
this
had-
going to use my plane shift?
Yes, this is
Okay.
going to use plane shift. So as you guys head up to the Mystic Laboratory that Tolinar had set up, You do your best to copy down the runes and the symbols in the pattern that you can barely still make out under the sulfur. You couldn't make out the runes before, but you can make out a general pattern of where things were. I will say, Sylvia, go ahead and roll an Arcana for me.
Alrighty, I cast guidance on myself.
Okay.
Okay. 17.
Okay. With a 17, you're feeling pretty confident with how you copied it down. You have the runes in the right places. That much you know for sure. You're not 100% sure about like the design aesthetic of the circle, but you feel pretty confident and comfortable with it.
Okay. I feel pretty good about this, you guys.
I have a question before we go. If we have anything important, should we stick it in the dimension pants? So I don't get lost.
Yeah, it should be
Dimension
fine.
pants.
We have like someone has armor who has like inner planar.
Oh, it's a pocket.
Oh, Galren's got armor. Yeah, we could. You know what? While he's doing his little ritual thing, I can just stuff it in his pocket.
I'm
what do you
sure
need?
you can.
What do you need put in his pocket?
Oh, well, anything that just anyone feels is important, so we don't lose it. I was just throwing it out there as an option. I don't.
I've got something important, but
I know
I'll
you
keep
do.
it with me.
We could. No, I'm gonna hold on to everything I got.
Oh God, I hate myself so much.
Shame on you. Shame.
I feel icky. Okay.
Okay.
Shall we link hands?
Yeah. Once my spell is done, yeah, we can go ahead.
Okay. So the spell is done. Telepathic bond is made. The ritual circle is made. How do you do this?
We link hands
Okay.
around the circle,
Okay.
and we are going to plane shift to hell,
The ninth layer of hell.
the 9th layer of hell.
Right.
What are you using as a focus for this, as the material?
The
The ichor?
Icor.
mhm.
Okay. Are you using it on a tuning rod?
Yeah, like how the spell
Okay.
specified.
Just want to make sure, because you didn't specify.
Yeah. You're covering
Okay.
the tuning rod with the ichor, like.
Okay. So, as you focus on the spell, you feel the world around you almost reverberate. You feel a vibration deep in each one of your cores. I'm going to say, Sylvia, roll an Arcana check.
Okay. 10.
10, just enough.
Oh.
With a 10, though, you guys get flashes, images. It's difficult to make out, but at times you see goat legs. At times you see large, almost ram-like horns, not curled, but curving around to the front. And they almost seem to be on fire, as though they're like a halo made of fire. You see giant black wings that seem to blot out all light. And you hear, "Yes, come to me. Come save Tolinar." And with that, you
Ooh,
almost
daddy.
feel like your bodies are turned inside out. You look down, you can see your own ribs, you can see your internal organs. The pain is searing. You try to scream, but only flame comes out of your throats. And the next thing you know, you're all laying on your backs in a wooded area. Heavy mist surrounding. Go ahead, everybody roll perception checks for me.
Okay. For me-
19.
Oh my God, I rolled good.
11.
Shit. Well, I got an 18, just because that's what I rolled, and Kalashot got a 16.
I got a
I got-
17.
26.
Okay.
God damn.
So, Siegfried, as your eyes narrow and the blurry vision subsides. Through the mists, you see nude people running.
Ooh.
Cover Kalishaw's eyes.
They don't make any sound aside from their bare feet padding across the leafed ground. But they seem to be chasing something, mouths agape. You look at their faces and they don't seem to have eyes.
I describe all that to everyone, what I see, and I point in the direction.
Naked people? What? Huh? Where?
That ain't right.
What?
They all do seem to be running in the same direction.
What direction are they running?
It's hard to tell direction where you're at. They're running in the same direction, but what that direction is, with the fog and the trees and really not knowing where the hell you are exactly, you just don't know.
You guys, we did not research how to get to the bottom.
Well, our hope was that we would get to the bottom without.
Yeah, we didn't know how we were gonna arrive.
This isn't frozen over, so I don't think we're there.
No.
Which means we have to explore this.
Well, yeah.
Well, it may not be too bad.
Oh, we're in hell. It's gonna be bad.
I actually forgot about that part for a second.
Yeah.
Siegfried and Kikir, give me another perception check.
At least we hope we're in hell. That's a sentence I never thought I'd say.
Ooh, not as good.
24.
15.
15. Okay. Kikir, you notice beyond the nude running people, you notice a pale blue glow off in the distance, same direction that they're running to, but this pale blue glow doesn't seem to be moving towards you or away from you. It almost seems just to be standing there.
Y'all. It just points at it.
Oh,
What are we saying? What's that?
I think that's where we go.
Well, it is a direction to go.
You might be right. We could try that.
I mean, we don't have any other leads.
Hey, I'm all about following the naked people, so yeah, let's do that.
Well, it's been decided. Kier gets up to his feet, brushes himself off. All right, let's go to hell.
Okay. So as you guys work your way towards the blue glow and you get closer to the people running, you notice that the people that, again, like as I mentioned before, their mouths are agape, and now you know why. Their mouths are open in an eternal silent scream as wasps and hornets are swarming their bodies. The wasps and hornets don't seem to pay you any mind, but you can see them repeatedly stinging these people. And then you also notice that as the people run, they're leaving behind a trail of maggots in their path from their rotting feet.
I don't want to see naked people anymore.
Oh,
I don't think I ever want to be naked ever again.
This is a little much.
That is a boner killer for sure.
Thinking about boners now, Kalishaw?
When don't you think? I don't know. I mean, doesn't everybody think about boners all the time? I mean,
no.
Oh, okay. Whatever. I'm weird.
But as you all continue, and you get closer to the blue glow, you realize that the blue glow is in the shape of a man. And he doesn't seem to have feet per se. He almost seems to be incorporeal.
Okay.
But as you all approach, he gently turns his head and says, "Ah, more of the living. You are not
Yes.
where you are supposed to be."
No.
No.
We were supposed to be at the bottom level. Do you know where that is?
I do, but why would anybody want to go there with him?
there's another living person down there that we're gotta go save.
That is quite the conundrum, for you have not quite entered the 9 circles themselves.
Oh. Are we in purgatory?
Not quite. You are at the river, the mouth. I can take you to the first layer. I could walk you
damn it.
to the second.
Oh, does Kakir know this?
But that is where my guidance ends.
And who are you?
I am Virgil. I was a philosopher once. Now, I am here.
I'm assuming this river sings a song called Mr. Roboto.
No, it does not. I don't know why that would be your assumption.
Virgil,
Yes.
so after you guide us to the first layer and stuff, how do we keep going deeper or through the circles?
Yeah, Virgil, how do we keep going deeper?
You will find in your travels other souls to help light your way. They will be able to help guide you.
All right, Virgil. What's the catch?
No catch.
So we just get on this boat, get us to where we need to go, and no bullshit.
Define no bullshit. You are in hell. You're on the very precipice.
Yeah, I like to keep my life as long as possible. Last thing I want to do is drown in this boat in pre-hell.
I don't want to die in the tutorial.
It's diet hell.
Diet hell?
Diet
Hell light?
You just have to watch the Kardashians all day.
Virgil looks upon you with cold, dead eyes, and merely replies, "If you wish to keep your life, then I suggest you leave this place while you still can."
Ooh, steely.
I have one more question, actually. So who's the guy who runs the place?
That would be Satan.
Say 10 what?
Once he was known as Lucifer. Now he goes by many names.
Oh, like Lord of the Flies and Prince of Lies?
Yes, those are some of them.
I read a book about it.
All right, so let's go see Lucy.
Well, is there anything we should know about him? Like how to avoid him? Or like any weaknesses he has?
Vanity, for one. I would also avoid calling him Lucy to his face.
That's his name, Lucy.
I would avoid calling him Lucy to his face. Feel free to disregard any advice that I give you as you make your way through 9 layers of hell. What the fuck do I know? I've only been down here for ages. One might call it an eternity.
Have you? It seems like you've been in pre-hell for ages.
I mean, you got here 5 fucking minutes ago, and all of a sudden you know where everything is.
No, we really don't.
No, we really do need your guidance.
Wow. Kakir, you're really gonna fit in here. Let me just start by saying that. Yeah, dude.
This is just reminding me about the last time he played as Kakir and he kept fighting with all of them.
Yeah.
Brand.
Yep. He's definitely an essence of chaos, that's for sure.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I think I'm ready when you are.
Yeah, we're ready.
Yes, we would still like your assistance, Virgil.
Tori, do you have a question?
Do you know anything about what each layer is like?
Each layer reflects a sin. There are 9 in total. The first, not so bad. It's almost like a poor man's heaven. It's for people who have never loved God, but have never shunned God either. They've never felt his grace, and they will never know his torments. That place is called Limbo. The second level,
Just one god?
yes, one god.
One god.
Where are you all from?
We're from Exandria.
I have not heard of this Exandria.
Oh. Well, we have lots of gods.
Where
This
are
is
you
like
from?
how Siegfried's from another dimension, and so this is another dimension. And
Where did you come from?
Well, it is now known as Earth. But
Oh. What a weird name for a planet. Earth?
Sylvia's gonna lean over to Siegfried and be like, this place sounds awful. They only have one god.
Earth.
I recall reading this name once. I think it means
Weird.
dirt.
Right? Isn't that like the element or something? Huh.
Kikir's writing it down. EAR.
that seems
Unoriginal.
the point.
Anyway, okay.
Sorry, sir. Continue.
Yes, please. Sorry.
it's okay. You all seem very confused by all of this.
Yep.
So, the second level is dedicated to the sin of lust.
Sylvia looks over at Kalisha.
I think we all do.
Hey! That's my place, baby. Yeah.
This level of hell is where you will be judged.
Why judge? Like, who needs judgment?
All of us.
I mean,
Well,
if loving, I don't know, everything that walks is wrong, then I guess I'm wrong.
That is a very narrow look at what lust is. Lust is many things. It is covetous. It is about getting carried away by your passions, whatever they may be. And yes, they may be that, but they may be other things.
I
You
mean,
can lust after life. You can lust after wealth. You could lust after many, many a thing. And all of them will lead you here.
Really? That seems, that seems boring. Like, to not lust after anything. That seems boring. I don't know. Okay.
Millions of souls agree, and they found themselves here.
Okay.
The third circle, gluttony. Gluttony is when you can't quite get your fill on any good thing, or any bad thing. Your thirst can never be quenched, and as such, your throat will always be parched and dry. You will be weighted down by your greed. You're weighted down by the things that you covet. It is not a fantastic place.
Okay. So...
There you will find a monstrous three-headed beast of hell, the Cerberus.
okay.
The fourth circle, greed.
What? That's a sin?
Yes.
Okay.
We all just
Yes.
look at Sylvia.
According to these Earth terms, it is.
Earth is they sound really dumb.
This is where those who hoard their possessions and place material goods above all else. And
I don't want to sit that one out, little darling.
this is where
Yikes.
the weight of your greed will weigh you down.
Woof.
You get buried in gold?
Woof.
Oh,
Wow,
yeah.
you can't
Oh.
even. Oh
Interpret
my.
that as you please.
Wow, that doesn't even sound so bad. And it's probably not even really a sin. It's probably like a little break area.
Okay, 5th level.
Fifth level.
Wrath.
Oh shit.
Oh.
This layer is swampy. The water of the river's Styx passes through this level. In fact, this level, one could assume, is completely comprised of the river Styx, the stinking water rising to your knees, to your waist, a black sunkenness where those who would be wrathful will fight each other for eternity, and those who are passively wrathful or aggressive find themselves drowning for eternity underneath the waters of battle.
Wow, so even passive aggressiveness gets you there?
Yes.
Wow, that seems
It is
so harsh.
wrath regardless of whether or not you act on it.
But I feel like passive aggressive is choosing not to act on it.
Here you will find the entrance to the city of Dis.
Yo, mama?
Dis. See the same thing. That's a bunch of Yo Mama jokes.
Oh, no.
The city of...
Yes, fuck.
I have other things I could be doing.
Yes,
Oh, wait,
yes.
no.
Please continue.
This city of dozens, yes.
I mean, I feel like I've gotten you halfway there. You can figure out the rest on your own.
Oh, please.
Okay.
Please continue, sir.
The city of Dis is guarded by the Furies.
Furies?
Fury?
What's that?
They are creatures, abominations, hand-picked by the devil himself.
Oh, the furries.
No.
Sorry, I'm
Fury.
sorry.
Virgil dissipates.
But his hell is to come back and talk to us again.
He waits a good 20 minutes.
Oh man, you guys, I
In that
fucked up.
In that 20, if that actually happens, can
Yeah,
I
no,
roll-
it's 20 minutes. He does dissipate, and he's gone for 20 minutes. If you guys stay, you might see him.
God, we're
I
so
want to think about
screwed.
the city of Dis and if I know what that is.
It's
What if he
Goes-
doesn't come back?
the city of Dis.
He
Go
just
ahead.
dissed us.
Roll history.
You did
On
just
this
diss us.
Only a 13.
A 13? You have no idea. No idea. This is beyond your comprehension. So do you guys just like hang out here trying? Because I mean, you don't really know where to go from here. So are you guys
we
just
really
staying put?
don't.
I would have
Okay.
asked if anybody knew what it was after my brain died.
Okay.
'Cause that's
I-
the first like place name we've gotten, so I'm like, do we know what that is?
Well, there was this one city that the 5 Feet of Doom went that just dogged them the entire time. Kind of called that City of Dis, but other than that,
If we get back, can you totally like get us front row seats to them? I've been meaning to see them forever.
we had a little bit of a falling out, but I'll try my best. You just gotta talk to the new manager, kind of a prick, but it'll be fine. Anyway, Mr. Vision from Earth, man, we sorry. We come from a different place. We don't know no better.
His head reappears. The sixth circle is heresy. This is where heretics are damned forever, trapped in flaming tombs.
What's a heretic?
Yeah, that's a good.
A heretic is someone who covets another god, not the one god. This is someone who
Back to Sylvia.
I look at Siegfried. You afraid of this one?
I think all of us are kind of screwed here.
Yeah, we're
so-
fucking that one.
But I think it only counts if we're from there, maybe.
Yeah, we're
I
not
don't
from there,
think
so don't
so.
count.
This
don't
is
think
also where the prophets reside. Those who would tell false prophecies, for they could not know the will of God.
Right.
Well, yeah, that's kind of messed up.
The seventh circle is dedicated to violence. Those who do violence against their neighbor, against themselves, and against God.
But what if wrath was already like? I mean,
Wrath is anger. Violence is murder.
Oh.
You will find yourselves in a boiling river of blood.
Sandra,
Gross.
it was nice knowing you.
Those who raise out of the boiling blood are shot through with arrows.
Oh.
That's about right.
Those who commit blasphemy find themselves in an unending desert. Those who profane God end up in the same place.
Fucking goddamn it.
That's violence?
That's heresy.
Violence against God.
Huh. Interesting.
The eighth circle is fraud. For those of you who are untrue to yourselves, untrue to your friends, those of you who lie, who commit frauds, those of you who are panderers, seducers, flatterers, sorcerers, hypocrites, thieves, counselors of fraud,
Wow.
Can you explain
sowers of discord.
It's like going through a yearbook.
what do you mean sorcery?
Those of you who purport to use magics.
Fuck.
Fortune tellers, diviners, astrologers, false prophets.
Oh.
Mm.
Your punishment is to have your head twisted around your body to a 180-degree angle. To always look behind you and never ahead.
Tori was already uncomfortable, but when he starts talking about this level, she gets visibly even more uncomfortable.
You also find corrupt politicians.
Well, yeah.
Oh, that's just not fair now, Brian.
Those who are sowers of discord are hacked and mutilated for all eternity by a large demon wielding a bloody sword.
That seems
Your
so
body will be
true.
divided into portions and thrown off a cliff. Finally, you will find your falsifiers. Diseases on society. Those who don't clean themselves, those who don't take care of themselves, are also in this circle. And they are doomed to forever scrub away at leprous scabs forming all over their bodies.
Ooh. Also, I'm kind of curious. Okay, if I got chopped up and didn't die, could all my pieces levitate if I levitated? Or do they all have to be touching?
Are you a sorcerer?
No, it's metaphorical.
I think the word you're looking for is hypothetical.
I mean hypothetical.
Hypothetically, you would be cast into about 6 different levels of hell with what you just said.
Oh.
Good face, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Finally, once you reach the end of the 8th level, there is a well. And through that well, when you reach the bottom, you reach the 9th level. Treachery. This is where those who turn on their friends go. Backstabbers.
Ooh.
Those who would be traitors to their country, traitors to their friends. They all end up here. This is where the great beast lies. This is the frozen wasteland of hell. This is apparently your ultimate goal.
It would seem that way, yes.
Huh.
Just have to go through about 8 levels of history, and we'll be able to get there. No big deal.
Just in our minds, since we still probably have the bond. That's the one layer where we probably are okay. You know, like.
Hypothetically.
So.
I mean, maybe most of us, but
Treachery?
technically, from the stories you've told me, 2 of you have turned your backs on other gods, and that's kind of like being a traitor.
Hypothetically.
I say in our minds, so that the spirit can't hear us.
Sylvia says in her mind, that was a trap, it was a trick, and mistakes were made. I've been forgiven. How
Are
dare
you claiming entrapment?
Huh.
Yes.
I didn't think about that, but.
Gear
it was all-
says in his mind, I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I'm a little nervous about 4 of these. So,
I'm nervous for all of them. They all sound terrifying.
oh, they're pretty goddamn bad. But, if I have anything to say about it, is that I have a sword. It's very large as well. It tends to hack people, so it could be a good amount of fun. To, you know.
So level 7 for Kakir. Okay.
Oh, I got 4, 7, and 9, but well, that's another day. Anyway, Miss Spirit, thank you very much for frightening the shit out of us. Unfortunately, looks like we have to go to the first level, which ain't so bad as you say.
There are worse levels.
Oh,
I think all of them are worse.
I know the first one's basically a big old waiting room. It's not that bad.
I mean, essentially,
But you said you could get us to the second level, right?
yes. That's as far as I can go.
You also said there are others who may be willing to assist us.
Yes. Not every soul that's here should probably be here, but for all God's grace, sometimes that grace is lacking.
Oh,
I'm already here. What's he going to do to me?
Fair.
no, I'm just saying that sucks for the souls that, like, ended up here.
It is just so awkward to hear someone refer to God in a singular form.
True.
Yeah. We
Kier
come
leans
from,
over to Siegfried. That'd be that heresy he's talking
we
about.
come from a polytheist society.
We're not gonna
so,
do real well on that level, you guys.
Well, we're not going to do well on a lot of levels. and a lot
Maybe
of
we'll
different
be able to get
reasons,
some
but-
gold from that one level.
Oh no, I've killed so many things. Oh no.
Let's
Virgil,
not go through the
we're ready to go.
Yeah, let's do this, Virgil.
so.
All right. He allows the rest of his body to form, and begins leading you to the river. And as you go and as you follow, Virgil doesn't really say a lot. He would probably have had much more to say had he not been forced to dissipate. But as he was, doesn't really have a lot to say. But as you're going, you eventually make your way to the mouth of a large cave. In the side of a mountain that seems to spread forever. The running people that you had seen have been dropping around you, and as they do, their abdomens distend and explode with maggots coming out of them. It smells awful, looks awful, and yet they don't scream. However, bloody tears run down their empty eye sockets.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually everything closes up. They get back up and begin to run again in the opposite direction, still chased by hornets and wasps. But you do see the cave, and above the cave there's an inscription in a language that none of you recognize.
Okay.
And Virgil looks up to it, looks to you, and says, "Abandon all hope, ye who enter here. This is your last chance."
We have to.
Yeah.
Into the river Acheron, and he leads you into the cave, and it winds down in a corkscrew fashion before eventually you hear the sound of rushing water, and you smell just a deep sulfur smell. Everything smells just like rotting eggs, and it's thick. The air itself is thick and humid. You could see like condensation on the walls of the cave. Virgil's blue pale light lighting the way. And as he brings you to a boat, you see that there is a large ferry. And in the water itself, you see more souls slapping at the side of the boat, trying to climb up. but none of them can quite get purchase. And Virgil looks to you and says, "From here you must convince Charon to let you on the boat and ferry you." And the boat, like the front part of the boat, has like a man carved into it, and the head of the man turns 180 degrees to look at you and says,
Ooh.
"You do not belong here."
No. We do not.
Well,
We're here to take someone who also doesn't belong here.
Yes. That.
Yeah, we're retrieving that person who is still living.
I will say, Tori, go ahead and roll persuasion with advantage.
Um, 18 plus 9 is...
27.
Yeah, there we go.
Then board
Okay.
and
Those are the other
hold
ones
on
that
tight.
have one, and that's terrifying.
thank you.
So he says, "Then board and hold tight. Stay away from the edges. This is going to be quite a ride."
Don't have to tell me twice.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gear just grabs a hold of the boat.
I take Sylvia's hand because I'm fucking shaking.
Yeah, I'm a little scared.
So as the boat parts from the dock and slowly drifts to the middle of the river, it slowly at first begins floating down, and you can feel the ebb and the flow of the boat going up and down the small wakes that are formed in the river itself. You can hear the hands slapping the side of the boat, trying to pull themselves in, and every so often you see fingers curl over the edge, and you think you see the top of a head before it slips back under the waves. As the boat begins to pick up speed, so too does the sound of slamming against the boat, before eventually you start to see bodies tumbling over the sides. "Get them off!" Charon screams at you.
Eldritch Blast?
Sacred flame.
Ha! Would you not do it so quickly? Kick them!
Okay, so I've got, this is the order of operations. Go
Damn
ahead
it.
and roll your Eldritch Blast.
Okay, I have 3 of them.
Yep, go ahead and roll.
All right, so 25, 20, nat 1.
Well, the 25 and the 20 hit.
Okay.
The nat 1 goes wild and blasts Charcon in the back of the head.
Charon, right?
What?
Oh.
It's Charon.
Sorry, Charon. I was thinking of the other guy.
Charcon.
Yeah, I know. I was
Yeah.
like, this isn't the other guy, right? Please.
How do you get here?
Well, fire plane.
Okay.
No. Yeah, so go ahead and roll damage on the 2, and then I'll tell you what happens with the 3rd.
Oh, no.
Okay. 21 points of damage.
Were those both on one target? Or were you going for 2 separate targets?
I just put it together on accident. So one is. I guess I'll do them both on one target. Okay.
Okay. So you blast a hole right through that target, and then you try to blast again, but that target just evaporates. And as it does, it slams into Charon, into the back of his head, and the boat heels hard to the left. So if you and you are there, I need Kalasha, Garen, and Tori to roll strength saving throws.
What?
To hold on.
Okay.
As the boat slams into the side of the cave.
Oh, okay. All right. Garen, 18, and Kalasha, 17.
I also rolled a 17.
Okay, so you all managed to hold on. You do each take 2 points of bludgeoning damage just from the sudden impact, but you do manage to hold tight and not go over the edge, which is nice.
Oh yeah, we have temporary hit points from Sylvia. I was like,
Okay, Siegfried, what is the save for the Sacred Flame?
Dex 17.
Dex 17. Oh no, that's a fail.
Okay. So that's gonna be 21 points of radiant damage.
Okay. And so with that, you see the eyes and the mouth of this creature, or the soul rather, open up and shoot radiant light out of every orifice before it just turns into dust. And then Kakir, you wanted to kick one?
Yeah.
All right, roll the hit. This is just going to be using your strength modifier.
Actually, I have unarmed strike for some
Oh.
goddamn reason.
I think, did you accidentally, you left your monk levels on there, didn't you?
No, I did not.
Oh.
Well, D&D Beyond just gives you unarmed strike and
Oh,
it
yeah.
calculates it for you. It's not like improvised weapons.
Yeah.
Anyway, that is 16.
That hits. It should
Takes
tell you what the damage is.
6 points flat.
Okay, so 6 points. You kick one in the ribs, and you feel your foot just cave the rib cage in and actually slough through the skin and flesh, and the soul stops moving and turns to dust around you. As that happens, 3 more souls pull themselves up. The only 3 that have not gone yet are Kalasha, Tori, and Gar. So you can all make a move this round if you like, as the boat keeps careening down the river.
Fudge. I guess Kalasha will swipe of the something?
Yeah, we're just still trying to get them off the boat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. He'll just kick. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't
Go
know.
ahead and roll 2 hit.
Nope.
What was it?
I rolled a 3
Oh,
plus
okay.
whatever. So no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. So he goes to kick, and it rolls out of the way and gets to its feet, and it begins to reach for him. What is Garen doing?
Chill touch.
Chill touch?
I guess no firebolt.
Firebolt?
No.
Okay, go ahead and roll the hit.
I got nothing else. Oh, actually, that's I love my modifiers. That's a dirty 20.
Okay, a dirty 20. That definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
$24 points of damage.
Holy shit. Yeah, that one, as it dies, it screeches, and this is an otherworldly, horrifying shriek. Tori, as one is about to be upon you, what do you do?
I take the longsword and I swing with both hands.
Okay, go ahead and roll the hit.
15 to hit.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Yee. Oh, roll decent. That's cocked. Okay, I rolled 11 damage.
11 damage. You strike with the longsword and you bisect this soul. And this is a humanoid soul. It looks like a person. I need you to go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah. 16.
Okay, you steel yourself and you just tell yourself, it wasn't real. It wasn't real. It wasn't a person. It wasn't a person. You manage to keep your composure. As this happens, roll dice there. Okay. So, as you're all fighting and scraping and trying to keep these souls off the boat, eventually it gets darker and darker and darker. The souls coming out of the water almost like 2 giant hands clasping over the boat, and you all lose consciousness. Now, when I say that, your HP doesn't go to 1 HP or anything like that. You just black out.
Okay.
Oh crap. Okay.
And when you awake, you find the boat docked. And you see Virgil standing on the dock. I wasn't sure you were all going to make it.
What?
I'm not entirely sure we did.
What was that?
That was the River of Souls. They were jealous. They are not allowed to cross here. They are in their own torment.
Yikes.
I'll ever think about installing a bridge.
Why would they want another torment?
Because at least they would know something.
Wow. That's fucked up.
Welcome to hell.
And roll credits. Anyway,
Where are we now?
You are in Limbo. And now I walk you to lust.
Okay.
onward we go.
So, no, never mind.
Please. lead
Everyone
the
just
way.
looks to Kalashal. No.
I feel like he's gonna dance there.
Might
So-
do more than that.
As you all begin traversing, Limbo doesn't seem that different, other than the fact it seems to be underground and in a cave. It doesn't seem that different from some cities like Craghammer that you would have seen. However, the one thing you all do notice is that everybody here is human. There are no elves, there are no dwarves, there are no orcs, half-orcs, hobgoblins, goblins, nothing of the sort. Every person that's here is human.
Huh. You're
And
so screwed, Kalashaw.
So I'm good.
No.
Yeah. I'm not human.
Virgil,
yes,
is Earth only have humans?
yes,
No,
What?
there's no one that looks like me here.
no,
That's gonna
Or
be great.
or her, and he
Mhm.
points to Sylvia, or her, he points to Tori, or him, and he points to Garen.
mm-hmm.
Huh. Cool. Hobgoblins are assholes.
Well,
Secret.
no one will know that here.
So
Burn!
I
That was a wicked burn.
I
Sorry, I'm getting
guess
tired.
after learning that, then Siegfried's gonna be asking a lot of questions about Earth.
Okay. Here, I'll tell you this. After the game, send me just a sampling list of what Siegfried would have asked, and I will send you Virgil's interpretations of those answers.
Okay.
But for now, as he leads you, you see a lot of people in robes, white robes that cross over their chests, wrap around their waists, and they seem to be arguing and pointing at tomes that they're reading and arguing. And Virgil looks to them and looks to you and says, "These are philosophers. They are not bad people necessarily, but they didn't believe in God. They didn't necessarily disbelieve in God. They chose neither. They questioned everything, and as such, they are damned to an eternity here in Limbo, where they shall never know the pleasures of God or the torments and wraths." And as he keeps walking, you see one large gate looming ahead of you, and as you look beyond, you see another 6 past that. 7 large gates, and you go through them, and it almost seems like large castle gates, and they eventually lead to a large green courtyard, which is strange because you know for a fact you're underground. You know, as far as you know, you're in a cave, and nothing should be growing here, yet there is a patch of green in the courtyard. And just beyond that is a large castle. And he says to you, "This is where the great philosophers lie. They spend their days pondering and prosing about this and that. For eternity, they will ask themselves questions for which there are no answers. It is a type of personal hell, if you will."
This one doesn't seem so bad.
That's what I said.
Oh.
He told us that earlier.
However, where you're going, you will see Minos. And you will be judged. And you will be found wanting. Everyone is found wanting. And as he leads you to a gate in the side of the wall, he doesn't take you through the castle. He takes you around the castle. And you see a closed, barred gate. And he presses his hand against the wall, and the gate shudders open. And you can see it descending down. This is where we shall part ways. And hopefully you find some help, for you shall need it.
So this is where we find lust?
It is.
And do you know if there are any souls in there that may be willing to assist us?
I would assume, but I don't know. That will be up to you, I suppose. What kind of light you shine, I guess, will depend on what you attract.
Uh-oh.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I hope you find your friend.
Garwin's gonna look around at everybody. Thank you all. You didn't have to do this.
But we did.
Let's go.
Yes.
As you turn to work your way down to the second level of hell, Virgil calls after you. May God's light bless you. And you hear the gate shuddering closed behind you.
I didn't sneeze.
And as you make your way down the winding corridor to the second level of hell, that is where we're going to go ahead and call it a night.
God damn it.
Oh, golly. Holy fuckballs.
We are fucked.
Oh my god, we are so fucked.
Oh no.
I just hope that joke lasts forever. May God's light bless you. Which one? What?
We're all like, who?
Which one?
Oh yeah, Smurf will be here next week.
He will.
And we will begin our run of guests next week as well. So that's gonna be exciting.
Oh my god.
I'm not saying who, but I'm gonna say you are going to love them.
I'm excited and I hate you.
I mean,
and I love you, but
that's fine.
But I hate you a little bit.
Look, I'm a DM. I'm used to being hated.
I know, but
I was a DM for like 2 seconds.
You're a very good DM, and I appreciate you.
And I miss you DMing, Riley. It was a lot of fun.
Oh no, I meant when the stream broke.
Oh. I was.
But yeah, that too.
Well, thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in to Tal'Dorei World in Chaos. We ended at a pretty decent time, so I'd say a 10-minute Q&A, no more than that, so that we can call it a night. I kind of rushed through that last bit a little bit, cut a little bit of the material I had planned, but it doesn't change things too much. That was always kind of just the opening, kind of ease you into hell sort of thing.
Is there really any easing into hell, Brian?
I mean, I felt like that was pretty good easing into hell.
Yeah.
So, yeah, welcome to hell. I'm so excited for this next arc.
It's gonna be a lot of fun.
It's gonna take a long time to get out of here, so I'm just
oh crap.
Throwing it out there. There's
we should have gone to Marquette.
Yeah, maybe we should have.
Should have vacationed before this.
This was just supposed to be a high.
At least we'll level up.
So Gabe asked, Brian, is it getting harder planning fights for the party because they are starting to reach levels where CR doesn't matter anymore? Gabe, I'm going to tell you right now, CR has never mattered with these people. I don't use CR. It's a great guide when you're new to DMing and you need some kind of base for how to plan an encounter. But yeah, I can't use CR. If I use CR, they would just waltz through every fucking battle. So, yeah.
Holy crap!
Holy shit!
Whoa!
Yo, what's up,
Wow!
fam?
Thank you for the raid. Wow, you came in just as we were ending with our Q&A session.
Oh,
So thank you so much. Holy balls!
Hi.
Hey.
Thank you.
Oh, Jeebus. Hi.
So Dice Priory, they are also part of the Sonarware family, and they just had a charity stream set in Tal'Dorei as well. So,
Nice.
Oh, right on.
Yes,
That's awesome.
They
I
are-
love seeing so many more people running Tal'Dorei games. Just because there was such a lack of it, and it's such a cool setting. So I always loved seeing other people running that setting and doing their thing with it. It's always super exciting. However, I do have another question that popped, and I need to scroll before it gets too crazy so I can make sure I don't miss it. First of all, DSC Smurf said, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much did we miss him? Obviously, Smurf, we missed you on an 11 at the very least. So.
A 1.
Riley speaks for Riley.
I'm sorry that my interpretation of Kalasha came out super gay a lot of the time. So
I mean, it wasn't super far off.
I was really trying not to sound like Garen, and
Listen, as
It
somebody
went-
who has to be 50 different characters a night,
they went super gay.
it's not easy swapping back and forth between different voices. So totally feel you on that.
You know, because he's an equal opportunity ledge, you know, so.
Yes, absolutely. Gabe also asked, if the party ever starts asking Tori personal questions like her hometown or family, what would she
Oh,
do?
we're super gay.
About those two things specifically, she would be like, I don't know, and I don't have any.
Oh.
Wow. So sad.
She would be honest.
That's fair.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But it's those two things specifically. Everything else.
Okay, I wanted to address a comment that there was. Ren Clock said, I wish to run a Tal'Dorei campaign myself, ... one day. I hope you get to, honestly. It is some of the most fun I've had DMing. I've done modules, I've done my own story set in Faerun. This is one of the most fun games that I've ever had the pleasure of running. It's really, there's a lot of really cool lore, and there's a lot you can do with it. Let's see, Happy Capster asked, have I customized anything
Maria!
for this version of Tal'Dorei? All sorts of things. Goodness. I said this version of Tal'Dorei set 100 years after Vox Machina finished off Vecna. So some members are alive, some have died due to old age. They've met a couple of them. I've tweaked things here and there, places, how places are run, the politics, things of that nature. I played around a little bit with the history of, oh my goodness, I'm blanking on his name all of a sudden. Big Red Dragon. Why can't I remember his freaking name?
Oh no.
Damon?
I also.
Wow.
Yeah, oh my god.
It's because you asked me on the spot, and
I know, it's because I was trying to think of it on the spot.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but I've been playing around with like elemental planes and things like that nature. Yeah, Thordak. There you go, Quinn.
Yeah,
Thank
yep,
you.
yep.
Yeah, the Cinder King. That's what I was thinking. The Cinder.
I am
Something.
disappointed in myself.
I'm very disappointed in myself, but I've also had a crazy day with power outages and shit all day trying to run this game. So, but yeah, I did a little play on the repercussions of Thordak escaping the fire elemental plane, creating all sorts of elemental rifts, and that was the entire first arc of the campaign. So definitely been having a lot of fun playing around with things and not sticking so much to canon that I drive myself crazy, because there's a lot of canon there and trying to be perfect would be awful. Let's see.
Though I think Matthew had a question before that, though. Or did I? Was I not?
No,
Yeah, no, there it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's my favorite thing about running a Tal'Dorei campaign?
Yeah.
I kind of touched on it, but a lot of the lore, for whatever reason, the Tal'Dorei stuff. It may be because I've watched, good lord, almost 400 hours. No, wait, more than 400 hours.
That was the first campaign.
Yeah. 400 plus hours of Critical Role. Well, I guess 300 technically hours of Tal'Dorei itself, or whatever. A lot of hours.
So many.
Numbers are meaningless right now, but a lot of hours. So I've been so absorbed in the lore and that history and that world that it's easier for me to latch onto those things, and I can grasp those concepts a lot better than I can in Faerun. But it's to me it's a much more compelling world. I hate to say it, but it's true. But that's just how I feel about it. So that's pretty much my favorite thing. Ren Clock asked, any recommendations for a newbie DM? Yes. Oh man, the biggest recommendation, and I'm gonna let other DMs in this room touch on this as well. But the biggest piece of advice I can give is start with a module to get a feel for balance, to get a feel for flow, and then start tweaking that stuff as you see fit, as you think makes sense to you, to allow you to learn more how to improvise and stuff like that. It'll really help you with that. Don't over prepare, don't under prepare, at least at first, unless your improv game is super strong, because you'll panic and that won't be fun for you. So that's kind of my best advice is, have enough there that you have a skeleton and you know what direction to take things for yourself, but not so much that you're upset when the party decides to go the complete opposite direction of what you planned, and now you have to throw away 15 hours of prep work for a week. Things like that. Maddie.
Boy, I do shows on this. And I am totally drawing a blank on good advice right now. Other than don't over prepare. I will say for any new DM, come at it with thoughts and ideas that you're not completely married to. And because your players are gonna want to play a certain thing, play a certain game. They're gonna want to do certain things that are maybe outside of what you planned or what you expected, and maybe they're not going to follow really these major story arcs that you have in your brain. That's okay. It's okay. Let the players really guide things, and you can you give them the I'm sorry, I'm so fucking tired right now. Go to my channel. There's 9 episodes of GM chats on there. Lots of great advice. I am sorry. I'm so tired.
Fair enough.
I can't get words out.
Does anybody else have anything to add? Yes, Dana, please.
I have one quick one.
Yes.
Just say yes.
Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, Lamar.
There's 2 things I would like to add. One, your role as a DM is not, you're not a god, you're not a deity. You simply are, you're another player telling the story with the other characters. So don't join it on the understanding that I have to kill everybody. No, you're trying to do things. That's why the DM screen is actually very important. Sometimes it's important to fudge dice. Sometimes it is important to alter encounters, because the whole goal of it is to have fun. Number 2 out of 3 advice. It's the same advice I tell to new D&D players. Play the character. People might do dumb things. You might say, this is mean, but play the character. And 3, the hardest thing about being a DM is coming up with personalities and voices of characters. Just use common characters you've already seen. Use The Simpsons, use Itchy and Scratchy, use Pinky and the Brain. That's how most DMs start, and then eventually they just use those voices for certain characters. And so those are the three things you can start with. You're part of the game, play the character, steal other characters.
Yeah. And some DMs like me never grow out of doing that. I still do that all the time. All the time. Woo! All the time. Anybody else have anything to add to that one? Going once? Yeah.
No, when I DM'd, I just kind of fucking wang it. And was like, whatever was fun, I did. And if I thought it was funny, I allowed it. I was like, okay, that works. And I just make people roll for it. I don't know. I'm not really big on rules, but like I follow the rules so that it has structure and it's fun. But like if somebody wants to be like, the whole point when you play is you want your character to be a badass sometimes, or you'll make a character that like you want to feel like cool. So like I want people to be able to like live out those kind of RPGs. Like you don't really like, when you play like an MMO, you don't make a character that you don't want to be like badass sometimes. So like I let people feel badass, even if it means that like I have to like fudge something. I don't know. That's my take. I just want to have fun and laugh.
Yeah, and that is in my opinion, the most important rule. Have fun. You know, your players should have fun, but you should have fun running the game as well. And if you're not having fun, then you know, maybe everybody needs to have a chat and reevaluate expectations. Hopefully that's a chat you've already had, but if not, you know, revisit it. Make sure everybody's having fun. That includes you.
Yes. I had a player that's in this chat room during a silly, it was a silly one shot. He attempted to seduce a door, and I allowed it, and it was fun. Like, roll with it, you know.
Just say yes.
Yep.
Okay. Gabe had asked like a while ago. Here it is. Okay, sorry, I had to scroll. That's new for me at the end. He asked, what layer of hell scares your characters the most? And we'll go around in a circle. We'll start with Dana this time.
It's a pretty close tie between 7 and 8, but probably mostly 8.
And just as a reference for those who missed,
that's the fraud level.
Yeah, so that's violence and fraud, the 7 and 8. Riley.
Sylvia's afraid of the magic level, the one where sorcery is like, what level is that?
Fraud.
Or is it fraud?
There's like 10 different things in fraud. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because Sylvia definitely uses a lot of magic, and she does not understand why that's bad.
Yeah, Earth rules and Exandria rules are very different.
Oh, but she is really excited for the greed one because she's convinced that she'll be able to collect some gold while she's there.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm counting on that.
Oh no! Fuck.
Shit.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna put it this way. I looked at each level and I was like, I think you'll have something here. You'll have something here. I saw greed. I was like, that's the one for Sylvia, right there.
Please tell me Giovanni's there.
No, we got rid of his stick. It was useless.
Lamar.
Pretty obvious. Wrath and violence, anger and violence. Because Kier's all about the anger and well, y'all don't know, but he's all about the anger and violence.
Oh yeah, we have no idea yet.
So far,
haven't seen him in action yet.
We just took him along for the ride, not knowing.
So far, pretty level-headed guy, but
Hey, I know you got to deliver this stuff to a wizard. Want to go to hell?
I just love that. Like he's like, yeah, let's do this.
I'm down.
Sometimes you just have to go with the flow. If I was playing this character correctly, he would have been like, well, I have a family to go back to. Having fun in hell.
Derek.
6. Heresy.
Yup.
Nothing complex about it.
Maddie.
Wrath. And of course the sorcery thing, but I mean that's like all of us, but I mean yeah, Gluttony a little bit. But all I keep thinking is like meat. So
alright. And we all know Kalashaw's is lust.
Is he afraid of that level, though? Is he?
I would be if I was him.
But you know it wouldn't.
Yeah, I know. We'll make this the last quick question, but Quinn, Soul109, asked what subclass Kakir was, and Lamar answered Path of the Ancestral Guardian. But unfortunately, that's going to have to be the last question because I'm losing my voice now. So we'll do our quick goodbyes. We're going to start with Riley. Where are you on the internet? What are you working on?
I'm here on the internet right now and also every Wednesday.
This is everyone.
And my Twitter is on the thing at Riley Avery, and if I do stuff, I'll post it.
All right, Lamar.
Hi, hello there. My name is Lamar Harrison. I am a performer at cons. For those of you who are 18 plus in the Los Angeles area, I'll be at Hentai Con November 1st through the 3rd doing comedy, karaoke, and various other adult themed stuff. Beyond that, you can find me on this channel every other Monday doing the Comedy of Strahd, which eventually we're going to get back to the actual module. And then every Wednesday here doing Tal'Dorei, Word and Chaos. Beyond that, you can find me on Twitter at the One Afro Ninja or on Instagram as Lamar the Con Guy.
All right, Derek.
Hey, I'm Derek. I am here every Wednesday playing Tal'Dorei. I also stream on my own channel when I have a PC that works. I've kind of been out of the streaming game for a week and a half because my PC took a crap. But Maddie was nice enough to send me a spare CPU that he had along with some RAM and a cooler, and I ordered a motherboard. And I should be streaming again this weekend, so make sure you follow me on Twitch at Delta J Ford. That's also the same handle where you can find me on Twitter and Instagram, where I post plenty of puppy pictures.
Alrighty, Maddie.
Hey, folks. How you doing? No. Actually, tomorrow I will be hosting another GM Chats, or Game Master Chats, 8 p.m. Central, or 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We're going to have at Watto Jeff. We're going to have at Techno Scald. We're going to have at TQ Loudly. And we're going to have at Zynar01. So it's going to be an awesome group. Lots of experience there. I'm really excited for that one. And then this weekend, I don't know if there's going to be a So Chatty at all, honestly, just because this is going to be one of those podcast recording weekends, and I was going to move up the show to the daytime, but there was a big confusion. I don't think I really have the guests for it, so I don't know. We'll see. If it happens, it'll be 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 noon Pacific. Playing Friday, Threads of Fate. Just finished a new intro for that. Really excited about that, and should be getting back to Fem NPC for Neverland the Impossible Boy every other Tuesday very soon.
All right. Well, with that, as always, we are proud to be sponsored by SoNerdwear.com. It's what the nerds wear. Make sure to go to SoNerdwear.com. Use that discount code SoulBear. Get yourself 10% off your order of cool, geeky gear. But y'all already know that. I already know you know that. And I appreciate that you know that. Aside from that, I've been your Dungeon Master, Brian Penaloza. You can find me on Twitter at Captain Sugarbear. That's at CPT Sugarbear. You can also find me on Twitter at BDen Gaming. That's for BearDenGaming.com, where you can find all the video game articles that I write. There's not that many of them because it's very hard to do that, balance this, and a full-time job, but I do what I can. You can also find me as the voice of Sergeant O'Bannon on the Copperheart Podcast. That's at Copperheart Pod on Twitter. If you like sci-fi audio dramas, then that is the show for you. I say this not just as a person on the show, but as a fan of the show. The production quality is off the hook. Michael Riggs is an amazing human being and a great person to work with, and just a cool producer of awesome content. I also DM Comedy of Strahd every other Monday, not this coming Monday, but the Monday after. We'll be back in Barovia with some bullshit shenanigans with Lamar, my good buddy Quinn, and my wonderful, amazing partner in life, Carrie. And of course, the inimitable I think is a good word. I don't know if it is. It's a word I might have made up.
Fuka.
But no, the amazing NPC Bree, who you'll be seeing more of soon.
Uh-huh.
With that,
Hint, wink,
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 wink.
nudge,
with that, we will be here next week, but the week after, I unfortunately have to go to Texas for work. So the week of the 25th, we will not have a Tal'Dorei game, but we might have something else going. We'll keep you all updated on that, and then we'll be back to our regular schedule after that. So thank you so much. We love you all, and have a great night.
Thank you for coming. We love you.
And we appreciate all you raiders and all you who have joined us from the beginning and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, love you. And shoot.
Maddie's in charge of this now.
I know. I'm like streaming right now, so because of the
wanna
power
go ahead
shit.
and press
So.
that button, Matt?